How's it going, everyone? We're 515 here, obviously. Been a while, but when real life duty calls, YouTube takes a back burner. That's fine. Whatever. Let's get right into this. I'm trying a whole new format. And eventually, we'll do this format for, rant videos, but higher quality. But anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's talk about the Nintendo Switch. Real fast. The games look good. The first party games look very good. We're seemingly not getting third party support. Kind of reminds me of that console they released called the Wii U, and that kind of killed it. I mean, I mainly put game on PC, so when it comes to third party, I don't care, but I also want a healthy console market because competition's good. But I guess Nintendo's just like, you know what? Who needs money? Who needs success? I mean, we had an opportunity with the Wii U to essentially dominate the industry. We released a console that had decent hardware to attract third-party developers, but who needs that? Who needs a terabyte of storage? Well, let's use SSDs, which I think the max storage it's either 128 or 256. Correct me in the comments. I can't remember off the top of my head. This is a rant video. It'll get better, I promise. So, you got low storage, which, it's crazy, right? Especially with third-party games. God, I think, just an example, The Witcher 3 is, almost 50 gigabytes. And obviously not every game's The Witcher 3, but games are getting bigger really fast. My system, I mean, I'm making it work, but eventually I'm going to have to throw another hard drive in that thing. A terabyte at least. Probably going to get a 2 terabyte. Probably. So, storage, in terms of the hardware, that's an issue. In terms of processing power, doesn't look great either. Which, again, do you want third-party support, Nintendo? Do you want your console to appeal to more than just your hardcore fans? And I could be wrong, but from what I'm seeing, even your hardcore fans are finally just throwing their hands up in the air and saying, whatever, and if I was a hardcore Nintendo fan, I'd be pretty pissed, to be perfectly honest with you. There are some good points. I mean, again, the games look fantastic. You had Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Mario, excellent. But it's just why Nintendo. It's not that Nintendo. I've been trying to do this for an hour, but okay, here it is. Nintendo, your gimmicks could be taking off if you just would be a little more conventional. Still be Nintendo, but just be more conventional. I mean, right now we've got the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is proving to be underwhelming. Maybe the Scorpio will be, a revolutionary thing, but probably not. I got my doubts on that. I mean, if Sony and Microsoft can barely do 1080p 60 FPS, what makes you guys think they're going to be able to do 4K? But that's just me. They could be like, hey, guys, guess what? Hey, third-party developers, guess what? You can do 1080p 60 FPS on our games. Crazy, right? I mean, right? Release a moderately powerful console. And, third-party developers. Ooh. And, still do your thing, Nintendo. Have they done that with the Wii U? I almost guarantee, that and a couple other changes, especially with marketing, most gamers right now would be having a Wii U. But, no, they didn't do that. There was a lot of things they should have done that they didn't, and it seems like they're repeating the same mistakes with the Switch. Weak hardware, all for the gimmick. And what is the gimmick? You can take your hardcore gaming on the go, which, let's be honest, I'm not saying there aren't, hardcore mobile gamers, plenty of them, but it is a shrinking market. I mean, I've got, a lot of younger kids in my family. They just like playing on the phone, This simple little device. I even got, a game or two on here, just to pass the time every once in a while. So, you got a console that really isn't going to appeal to, the PlayStation, Xbox owners unless they got to get your first-party games. Which some will, I'm sure. but how many? Probably not that many. And then, you're trying to appeal to also the mobile market that, for hardcore gamers anyway, is shrinking. And to top it all off, crappy battery life. Again, back to the weak hardware. And it's like Nintendo's recipe for success, right? Since the Wii... Well, the Wii actually sold really well. But pretty much, especially since the Wii U, partly the Wii, and now the Switch, it's like the recipe for success you'd think would be obvious for Nintendo. But for whatever reason, it's not. And maybe they've got some secret card up their sleeve, but, I doubt it. I really doubt it. If, in fact, the decade or so has proven anything from Nintendo. So that's my thoughts on the Switch and Nintendo. Play the Titanic music, because I really do believe eventually, not right now, but soon, that ship is going to be sinking. But hey, might benefit us. Maybe we'll see Mario on the PS4, maybe even on PC. Who knows? So yeah, Nintendo, get good. Signing out.